Good morning, people, man. Finna get some shadowing in. Super excited, a little nervous, first time. So yeah. Anyway, I want y'all to check out the fit though, bro. Just check it out. Head to toe. Got blue scrubs just to kind of fit in with everybody. As y'all can see, up from above, man, through the AC zone, just some slight, man, something I feel like could go. And yeah, I got my documentation. So anyway, I'll check in with y'all later on, bro. All right. Okay. So what am I talking about today? What am I talking about today? Okay. What's good with y'all, family, man? It's your Brody Dez, and I'm back with another video. Hope y'all guys are feeling wonderful out there, because y'all know me. I'm blessed by the best. I cannot complain, man. It's a beautiful day outside. It's nice and sunny. I said Sunday. It's sunny. It's actually Monday. And yeah, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good, to say the least, man. Of course, y'all know I just been working hard. That's all I can say, man. I just been working hard on myself, working hard on my body, working hard on my mental. Like, I just been working, man, all over the place. Just working on my finances, just working, bro. Just working. But anyway, guys, I know y'all see the title of this video. Today, I wanted to, just come and explain my very first shadow experience, just breaking that down. I know it's been over 2 weeks now. I just been super busy, so I hadn't been able to really just record like that, or just break it down to y'all in a while. But I wanted to take this time out to actually break down exactly how that experience was, from start to the finish. So I don't want to hold y'all too long, so I'm gonna get straight to it. Let's get it. That day was a Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. I woke up. Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna start off like this. I went to work Monday night, right? Y'all know I work nights, long hours, full-time shifts, anywhere from 10 to 11 hours pretty much every night. So I'm really running up that check. I ain't gonna lie, I'm running up the check right now. Especially while it's open, I'm getting it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Any type of overtime opportunities they allowing us to have, I'm going after it, because I need it. You know what I mean? So anyway, night shift typically is from 8 to 5, but I be stretching it. Like I said, I'm working overtime, so I'm working 7 to 6. So I'm clearing them out, right? So boom. So Monday night, so going into Tuesday morning is my shadow appointment, right? So boom. This particular day, I end up getting off early. So originally, like I told y'all, I'll be, goodness gracious, these walls are crazy. Anyway, hopefully I don't come back. But this particular day, I got off at 4 o'clock. Originally, I probably would have gotten off by around 6. But since I knew I was shadowing in the morning, I knew I wasn't going to be able to stay that long. Plus, staying an hour away, that drive itself, that's 2 hours in total, hour there, hour back. It doesn't make sense to stay to 6 o'clock if I know I got somewhere to be at 9. So I got off early. So anyway, so boom, got off early around 4 o'clock. Took me an hour to get here, so I got home around 5:30. So boom, end up hopping in the shower. So I was probably in bed right at about maybe 6 o'clock. So boom, get to bed 6 o'clock, 6:15ish. Have to wake up around 8 to be at my shadow appointment by 9, right? Mind you, the city of Jackson is not as big as Memphis. Memphis probably hold average population of like 670,000, something like that. Here in Jackson, I think it's maybe 50,000. So the mileage, it's not that big. You know what I mean? It's not really like the square footage of the area itself. The city itself is not really big. So you can get from point A to point B just like that. So boom, where I was shadowing at is not too far from where we live. So boom, probably an 8-minute drive, right? These walls are crazy, bro. I be thinking walls retarded. But anyway, yeah, probably like an 8-minute drive. It's literally like right down the street. But got there, as y'all can see, I'm nice. I'm nice with the scrubs on, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking real nice. I'm very well presentable, well groomed. Y'all know how I do it. Just like how I look now. Well groomed, haircut, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I get there and I'm greeted by the shadow coordinator. I don't want to say her name because I don't want to, confidentiality. You know what I'm saying? I understand all that, so I don't want to say no names in this video. Let's just say her name was Susan. Susan, very nice, warm, welcoming. She greeted me with open arms. Yeah, it was definitely a great experience just meeting her for the first time because we always had spoke through email. So meeting her for the first time was definitely a treat. She made me feel welcome, and she greeted me for sure. Then she introduced me to the other staff members, senior techs. One guy, like I said, I'm not going to disclose their name. The senior techs, let's say his name was Roger, and the other senior tech, which is a older lady, and her name was, I don't know, Rebecca, let's say. So I meet Roger and Rebecca, introduced me to the student as well. Her name was, I can't even remember. So let's just say her name is, let's just say her name is Jessica, right? And mind you, Jessica is in her like second year of radiology school. So it was pretty cool meeting her, just having the opportunity to just sit down and just ask her questions, just pick her brain a bit, just asking for her advice on, just first year students, what would it take for you to actually get into the program? How is the program? Like all sorts of questions that I had to ask her, but getting back to it. So when we first got into the imaging center, I don't know if I told y'all, but this is the imaging center that I'm at. I'm not at a hospital. I'm at an outpatient imaging center, right? Pretty much go in the x-ray room, right? So we go in the x-ray room. She shows me all the different equipment, the Bucky, the wall x-ray, chest x-rays, all that type of stuff. All that good stuff is in there. She let me try on the lead apron, all that kind of stuff. It was state of the art. Like I said, I felt really at home for sure. A lot of the stuff that I wasn't really just sure about, a lot of the stuff that I wasn't aware of, she, just broke it down to me. But yeah, like I said, I kind of like sat back for the most part when we got into like the main area where they typically would do the x-rays. I kind of like just sat back for the most part and I let them do them. I wasn't trying to be too in the way. I kind of like wanted to let them do their thing because at the end of the day, that's my purpose of being there to watch, and I want to ask questions when the time is right to ask questions. When I see that they ain't really just too busy working with patients and stuff like that, because at this time it's constant. They working with constant patients, and I think they say Tuesdays were the toughest days when it comes to just patients coming in and out. Like you're gonna have a lot of patients like certain days, and they pretty much let me know that. And so I wasn't too intrusive on what they had going on. I let them do their thing. I just sat back and I observed. I had a chance to actually get to know Roger. Roger is a senior X-ray tech. I think he had been there. I think this guy had been there over 40 years. Mind you, this is an older guy. He's probably maybe 60, maybe 61, 62. So he's an older tech. So obviously, with someone being in imaging for as long as he has, pretty sure he knows a lot of information. So I just just sat and just tried to get to know him, pick his brain, and really just get to know him, get to know a little bit more about the field of imaging. I asked him, what do we think? What does he think about imaging? And if he could go back, would he pursue the same career had he known? He told me that he would rather have gone into architecture. He said he loves imaging, but the field of architecture is something that he had always been passionate about. But he said the field of imaging is a great field. I'm gonna just tell y'all straight up. This is what he told me. He told me that he felt that it would be better for me to have gone into ultrasound. I don't know why. Y'all can comment down in the comment section below what y'all think about the idea of potentially going into ultrasound over radiology. This is what a radiology tech told me, a senior radiology tech at that. So with that being said, that was the conversation, with him. Just getting to know me, asking me questions. Where am I from? You know, how did I get interested in radiology? All that type of stuff. So, you know, just the main baseline questions, of course, we asked and we talked about and stuff like that. The other senior tech, Miss Rebecca, I didn't really just get a chance to speak with her as much because she was super busy working with patients, and a lot of times Roger and Rebecca, they work together, right? So anytime anytime that Rebecca needed help, Roger, which he's a bigger guy, you know, she may have needed him positioning a patient, and you know, a lot of times he may have to assist her, so I may not be able to ask as many questions as I would have liked to because they're busy just helping each other throughout the process. Because, like I said, it's one student and two senior techs, so it's three in all. And one, like I said, she's a student, so she kind of like, you know, she's kind of picking between them both, just asking questions, and they making sure that she's good throughout the process. So that's that. But for the most part, like I said, I enjoyed the experience. I got a chance to see, or I jotted down 3 experiences that I saw. So hold on, I'm gonna get my clipboard and I'm gonna get back with y'all just a sec. Hold on one second. So, got my clipboard with a few notes that I wrote down. So anywho, I'm gonna go through 3 things that I experienced, and I can't break them down. Just can't really break them down like that. Because I'm just breaking down what I saw. So I'm gonna go through 3 patients with y'all. So the very first patient, this woman, she had an ileostomy bag, right? She needed a barium enema because she had developed colorectal cancer over the course of her life. At whatever point she developed some form of colorectal cancer. So in order to I don't know, diagnose it, or it was something that she had, but I know that she needed a barium enema for it, right? And I'll show y'all pictures of that as well. But anyway, the pictures that I did get. So patient 2, he had a diverticulum in his esophagus. So a diverticulum is, I wouldn't say it's a diverticulum, I wouldn't say it's like a tumor, but it's similar to a tumor. It's like a blockage in your esophagus. They call it like a diverticulum. It's pretty big. They can grow to be pretty big. This guy's, he is just so happened to be like huge. Like you can see it on the X-ray. Like it was ginormous. Like it's like wow, that's crazy that it's that big. But anyway, this guy, he had to swallow a barium pill, which it seemed to have a hard time passing, right? Because the diverticulum was that big in his throat. He couldn't even swallow the barium pill without chugging some water. Like it was that big. And even with the water, it was still kind of hard for it to pass. You could see it on the screen. So anyway, that was pretty cool to see. It was different. Like I said, I never even really just heard of a diverticulum. It looks like a tumor, but it's not a tumor. Comment down below, what is a diverticulum, y'all? Like, what is that? Anyway, patient 3, pretty crazy. This guy, he shot himself. This guy shot himself with a 22, I don't know if it was a pistol or it was a rifle, but he shot himself in the toe. Wasn't the big toe, I think he shot himself in the little toe. So they had to do an X-ray on him. I think the bullet was still lodged in his toe at the time. So I thought that was insane. That was the very first time me seeing something like that, which it wasn't just super strange on the X-ray, but just hearing the story of like why this guy even came in, it let me know like, bro, it's a lot of people that's gonna come in the facility. It's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna come in the facility, and for different reasons. Being shot in the toe, not being shot in general is one thing, but being shot self-inflicted at that in your toe, like that's something that you don't really think about. But it just puts you in a perspective of like, man, it's so many things that people go into these hospitals and these imaging clinics for various different reasons you just may not even be aware of. But these people, they go into these facilities and they have to have X-rays on them, and it's just like, wow, you just never know who or what you gonna see in these x-ray rooms. So yeah, I think seeing all those, having a chance to experience, you know, the things that actually go down, and you know, just real life stuff, like, was amazing. It's crazy to even say, like, man, like, that's what I'm dealing with. That's what I would be dealing with, like, you know. But anyway, that was just a quick breakdown. My day one of basically shadowing in an outpatient imaging center. And yeah, y'all comment down below anything, any questions that y'all may have. Y'all may comment down some experiences that y'all may want to share with me. Y'all first time shadowing, anything that y'all may have experienced while actually being in the field. If y'all are radiologists, I said radiologists, x-ray techs and things of that nature, yeah, comment down below, man. Definitely share your experiences with me. Yeah, man, it's just giving me a broader understanding to what I'm actually getting myself into. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's what we're doing. I'm just pretty much just seeing, observing, seeing what I'm going to potentially be getting myself into in the later future. So, yeah, I just thought that was pretty cool experience. I think I shadow, if I'm not mistaken, I do shadow again, I think on the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look at my email, but I shadow again on the 7th, so I make sure I get y'all that footage as well, as much as I can, because you know you can't record in the hospital, obviously. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. I hope y'all enjoyed the breakdown. I tried to break it down as best as I could, and yeah, it's pretty much all I got for you guys, man. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, please hit thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. The 2.0 experience, we here to stay. I appreciate y'all again. Brody Days is out in 3, 2, 1.